Hey buddy, welcome to Wednesday. Today is July 2nd, 2025, and I'm Michelle with YesMichelle Crochets. Please allow me first to say welcome and hello to my new viewers, my new subscribers, and my new lurkers, and a very, very special welcome and hello to my returning viewers, my returning subscribers, and my returning lurkers. I really appreciate having each and every one of you here with me today. And thank you for your time. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have a bit of a routine to my videos. I like to start out with a quote of the day. I think it sets the tone for the video. I know it sets the tone for my day. From there, we'll discuss what's in my cup. No cup today, I'll explain in a moment. And then we'll have a few quick announcements. I will have a very important conversation with a very special friend. And then we'll move into the topic of the day. Now, once I'm done talking, and yes, I tend to talk a little bit. Okay, a lot. I will give you a screen card. That screen card is going to detail for you what you'll see me crocheting in the next part of the video. Now let me stop right here and say, if you're not a crochet artist, that's no reason to run away. This part of the video is just me crocheting, kind of company for you. And we're going to have some really great music. So those two reasons alone are the reasons to stick around. Now, if you are a crochet artist or a knitting person or anyone who needs to be counting, fear not. There is no voice conversation during that part of the video. It's just a visual, a POV, as it were, of me crocheting. You're going to see my hands. You won't see my face. You won't hear my voice. So, during that time, hang out with me. Chair dance if you like. But once it's done, I'm going to give you another screen card. That screen card is going to detail for you the quote of the day again. Then I'm going to celebrate my members one last time for the month of June. And we will move right to the end screen. That end screen is going to remind you, if you haven't already done so, to please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already done it. And if you have, make sure you're still subscribed. There have been fluctuations in numbers all around YouTube, and many times it's because the algorithm has done something magical and removed people from channels that they've supported for the longest time. So please, if you would, double check and make sure you're still subscribed and that you've pressed that bell notification, because by tickling that bell notification, it makes sure you know whenever I drop a post, a video, or I go live. And until recently, I did all of those things on a regular basis. Lately, just because of medical reasons, I'm a little more hit and miss. But I'm trying to get back on track so I can really, really use your support and encouragement. And I thank you in advance. I'm also going to thank you for sharing this video. I need you to do that for me because my anniversary is coming up very, very soon, and my goal had been and still is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the date of my anniversary, which is the 19th. And yeah, I got 17 days to grow. And we can do it. We're close, but I really need your help to make it happen. So if you would share this video. Finally, it's going to give you a video recommendation or a playlist that either I or YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy. Now, with all of that said, please allow me to go on with the quote of the day. Today's quote says, "Words are but pictures of our thoughts." And that was said by John Dryden. And I love that. I love that. Mostly for the reason of being someone who talks a lot. I love words. I love the meanings of words, the double duty, as it were, of the words. They don't just convey your thoughts, they convey your emotions. Oftentimes, the words we use tell people things that we could never say about ourselves. For example, if I were in the neighborhood that I grew up in and I said that I, wasn't feeling it. I'm not feeling this. This is not what it's supposed to be. Everyone knows, if you know me, that means you not only need to leave me alone, I'm either going to be leaving or you need to go. But this is not the space for us to share. All of that is said by me saying, this ain't it. Words, they're beautiful. The other thing is I can say, I love that. And someone will think, oh, she enjoys that. But if I say, I love that, it means something completely different. Words are vehicles that share emotions. Words are the way that we have conversation. Now, I've had plenty of conversation and never opened my mouth too. But that's the beauty of being me. More specifically, a woman of color. We have a whole unwritten, unspoken conversation with just a look. Many of you have seen it when someone has walked into my filming space and done or said something that I disagreed with, and I gave a look that said, not only are you done, but you're out of here. And they got the hint pretty quickly. Even if they were fussing at me for my own good, they know at the end of the day, I'm still mom. So, that being said, that's the quote of the day. Now, normally, I would be showing you my coffee cup. I'm not showing you my coffee cup today because I am taking a quick pause on my caffeine, just for the day at least. I have to take some extra medications because my asthma is not giving me a break. And that means that we've had to add a steroid and a couple of other things. And the long and short of it is, this is taking way longer than it should, even with the weather improving a little bit. The truth of it is, asthma damages your body over time. It wears your lungs out. It reduces your ability to breathe freely. So for me, that requires me introducing a steroid, supplemental inhalers, and a nebulizer treatment multiple times a day. When you do that and you're adding all of this medication into your system, it changes things for you. For me, it changes my taste buds. It also it causes me to be even more exhausted. So caffeine is not going to improve that. And in this case, I'd rather not, especially knowing that I'm going to need that boost of energy later on once I take another nebulizer treatment and find myself with more day than I do have energy. So for now, I am going to hold off on coffee. But I don't want to dwell on it. So let's move on to announcements. My announcements today are as they are most every day. Happy birthday or happy anniversary if today is your special day. I sincerely appreciate having you here on your special day with me because it makes me feel pretty special too. And while I'm in a happy mood, I want to say hey there to my best buds. And I want to most specifically say a very special hey there to Mama Winch. Mama Winch has been one of my founding members of my channel, and she's phenomenal. In addition to the fact that she's a content creator, she has a speedy hook. Lately, when I peek into the window of her channel, I notice she is viciously working on 2 major projects. She's making bags, which are so cute. I love many of the combinations that she's done color wise. But she's also working on a pattern, and I love it. She's gone off script, and the tops that she's made are cute. If you don't know about Mama Winch, you need to go check her out. I promise you, you will get a giggle. She's funny. And then, of course, I also want to say greetings and salutations to the royal court, and a quiet curtsy to Kitty Lane of Create and Relate with Kitty Lane. As you guys know, Kitty is also a content creator as well as a member of my channel, and she's one of the most amazing and sincerely heartfelt supporters of my channel. Kitty, I don't think there's been a video in over a month that Kitty hasn't said something about me or my channel. And when I tell you her love is so sincere and so genuine, I was watching her while preparing lunch one afternoon, and she was talking about having an impromptu drawing of something she was giving away. She wouldn't tell us what it was. She wouldn't tell us anything about it. All she told us was, as you enter the room, I'm going to put your name on a piece of paper, and then I'm going to draw the name out. So the long and short of it is, I won that mystery package, and she was getting ready to deal with a health situation on her own. Of course, she has her family, but the point of it is the community couldn't rally around her and support her. But that didn't stop Kitty. Kitty went to the hospital yesterday, got the procedure done, and when I checked on her last yesterday, she is home and she's doing pretty good. She's a little tired and a little sore, but she's home. But I want to let you know, back to that package I was talking about. Well, I won. And I said, no, I don't want it. I want you to gift it to someone else. And she encouraged me to take it. Miss Kitty Lane knew that there was no way I was going to give this package up once I got it. And I'm going to share with you what was in that package. And you might think this is nothing. It's just some mainstay yellow yarn. But is this not the prettiest yellow? I think that is beautiful. She also gave me, and I'm always teasing her about her Dollar Tree yarn, her cute little bundles of pink. I love these. There were several in the bag. And I told you kind of what it is. But this is the bag. And I'm going to pull this because I want to get the yellow yarn out of the way so you can get a better view of the bag. This is the bag. It is so adorable. Drawstring handles, and I'm telling you, when I say this is the cutest thing, I love the color play. I love that it's something just like a little ditty bag. And of course, as if there wasn't enough pretty in it, she also sent me a cake of yarn. I'm telling you, Kitty Lane is pretty stinking amazing. I'm going to try to stick her picture right here. I may not, and that just depends on how much time and energy I have when I go to edit this video. But I had to shout her out because that's my Kitty Lane. So before I go any further, I want to take a moment and have a special conversation with a special friend. This special friend is someone who may not be having the best of times right now and needs a little extra love, support, and encouragement. And please allow me to do just that right now. And to our special friend, hey there, how are you today? I really hope the answer to that question is okay, but I understand if it's not. You see, like you, I'm not having the best of times right now. Mine is medical mostly. But I also know there are things that I can do to improve it, and I'm going to remind you to do those things as well. And that is, you need to eat. You need to drink your water. And if meds are appropriate, you need to take your meds as they're prescribed and on time. Those 3 pillars of existence for you are going to be how you either get through this situation or you get over this situation. The truth of it is, nobody is going to go play football without a helmet. American football, let me be clear. But if you're not going to play football without a helmet because it's considered unnecessary equipment, food, water, and if meds are appropriate, those 3 things are the things that help you fight what you're going through. And I need you to fight because I love you. I need you to do the very best that you can to take care of you because you are important to me and you're important to others. The other thing I want you to do, this is called strategizing. You are going to have a real conversation with someone in your life, be it a friend or a family member, maybe a neighbor, or a trusted person of faith, someone you can be vulnerable with and be honest about what you're going through. Whether they listen and don't judge, or they encourage and influence you in ways that improve the situation you're going through, this is a very, very, very serious part of getting over this. And I also know that for some of you, there's no one in your life you can have that type of conversation with. I understand. And that's okay. Instead, I want you to use your resources to reach out to a medical or mental health professional, someone who can support you in getting through this. It is always okay to say I'm not okay today and I need some help. So I want you to do exactly that. Now, and just for now, I want you to sit back and relax. Please remember that I love you and the words that I've shared with you, and take action. Do what we need to do so that you can come back again and again and receive the love that I have waiting for you. And to everyone else, thank you for being patient with me while I have that very important conversation. Like I said, as much as that conversation is for others, it's for me to remind me that I need to eat and I need to drink my water. And yes, I need to take my meds. So, with all of that said, I want to pivot and transition right into today's topic, which is Whip Work Wednesday, where I choose, not required, but choose to be accountable with you about a few of the whips that I'd like to share and that I'm willing to share, because there are plenty of whips that I have going on that I'm never going to share. Not publicly. Anyway, I want to first bring up the dishcloth. As you guys know, let me look around because I moved things in the process of preparing for this video. The dishcloth is done though. And where did I put it? Have and mercy. It was over here. Oh, I moved it to the other side. Never mind. This is what happens when you have space around you. You move things. The dishcloth of the week is a little bigger than I normally do, but I like this. This is actually the imitation of a square from the car seat blanket book that I showed a few weeks ago. This has the bobbles, which I think will be perfect for soaping things and washing things. And it's got ridges so that it can kind of help scrub, of course, all cotton. And I like that it's red. I think it's fun, and I think it'll be great come winter. So that's the dishcloth of the week. Despite the fact that I did not get a dishcloth done last week, I am still, according to my numbers, ahead of schedule to have one dishcloth per week done. In other words, 52 dishcloths by the end of the year. I'm ahead of schedule, so I am still okay. And I am not beating myself up or rushing to create something that I'm not ready to create. It's okay. I'm happy with where I am with that. Now, for those of you who've been watching my videos over the last couple of weeks, you also know I've been working on different summer tops, and another one was done, and it's the one that I had on Monday. So I love it because it is the Lion brand mandala ombre yarn in the color Felicity. And if I can put a better picture of it up, I will put it like right here. If I don't, then I promise to make a post of it later. But either way, I'm going to make sure you see that top because I am so proud of it. Now let me be clear. It's a Siren's Crochet summer tank top. I made a few tweaks and changes to it because one, my body is not set up the way her body is. So I wanted something that better befit me and the way I move and the things that I do. So I also added a picot stitch around the bottom and a picot stitch at the arms. I also didn't add the strip that she adds. I literally just went around the rim of the outside of the shirt and then let it lay casually on me. I like that shirt. I also made one of two fingerless gloves. I got one done, one more to do. I am working on another baby blanket. When am I not? So that's in progress, and not being able to breathe and having to sit with an inhaler or sit with a nebulizer means that I'm sitting there either holding the mask or allowing the medicine to go in and out and work. It could take anywhere from 15 to 20 to 30 minutes depending on how long the cycle takes. That gives me a very good excuse to sit and crochet. So I'm getting a little more progress on my projects done, and I'm pretty pleased with my progress. Finally, before we get away, you're going to see a lot of green over the next couple of weeks. That green is for Sunny's sweater. I have got to get it back in rotation on the hook and get it done. And ideally, I'd like to get it done by the end of the month. So that is a goal of mine, and let's hope I achieve it. But goodness, I have been talking for 23 minutes and I am running out of steam fast. And it's later than I realized. So with that said, I am going to call this video pretty much done for the crochet part of the video. Instead, I am going to give you that screen card and prepare some really good music. But before I go, I want to say to you, thank you so much for loving and supporting me and for being here. I love you. I am so very grateful for your time and your love. And I'm grateful that you're here. But I also want you to eat, to drink your water. And if meds are appropriate, I want you to take your meds. I also want you to have some fun today. And be still, because I'm giving you that screen card in just a sec. Until you see my face again, I want you to have a great day. I love you. Mostly, have some fun today, but don't go anywhere. I'll be right on the other side. you.